Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sean Maximus Travels. In this episode I'm going to show you all around the Grand Egyptian Museum. This place hasn't even opened yet and I've been lucky enough to be one of the first YouTubers in to have a look. Come check it out. This is my incredible first look at them. You can see them both from here. We're in there. Just a tip. And this is what it looks like. That was my Uber to Grand Egyptian Museum. I think it was around 237 Egyptian pounds, which I guess is around £5. Give you a reference, there's the Grand Pyramids there, the Grand Pyramid in Khufu, and this is the entrance. Now if you look online, there's a lot of tickets saying to pay beforehand and jump the queue, but as you can see there's no queue here, so we'll have to go through a bit of security first and then buy our tickets, and then we're in there. Just a tip, you won't be able to bring your GoPro in, so I've got to take it in here to the security office and put it in a locker, because no cameras are allowed inside. You can take your phone, but you're not allowed to bring any type of camera, including a GoPro. So we'll be filming on our phone in there. So it's $1,200 to get in, which is 19 British pounds and $40 Australian. And this is what it looks like. So the statue of Ptolemy II and a Ptolemaic queen. They were Greek, basically descendants of one of Alexander the Great's generals, and they fashioned themselves on the pharaohs of the ancient times, even though they were Greek. Fantastic place this, so modern. The roof is fantastic. The finish on all these stones is just phenomenal, and they change colour throughout the day. So it's not all opened at this stage, so you can get up this main corridor here. So they're still currently bringing a heap of artifacts over from the Egyptian Museum, which was the old museum that everyone visited, which has now been replaced by this one. So it's incredible that you can see all the cracks and joins where these have been put back together. This is one of a queen that was found in Thebes, along with the one behind it there. But they've been put back together and repaired once in the past by one of the rulers. I believe it was that one who actually was quite rich and started redigging them out and rebuilding some of the palaces. It's fantastic. You got seating everywhere. You could definitely spend the day here just chilling. So it starts off with the older 4,500 year old period through here, which lasted a couple of thousand years, and then as you go right up to the top you get to the last pharaoh, which was Cleopatra. So it gets from older at the bottom up to newer at the top, and then at the sides there's other exhibitions. It hasn't actually opened yet, so when it does officially open, definitely worth a visit. But even this, what they call a soft opening, is still definitely worth a visit if you can get in. So this whole building was actually built around Ramses' statue over there. The whole construction was built around that, so that come in first. And then this is the escalator that goes all the way to the top. And they started construction in 2005, and then it had a series of setbacks. They had the Arab uprising, Arab Spring, and that set it back a few years. And it was meant to open again in 2019 after 20 years being made. 2019 it was meant to open, and then there was a slight delay, and then COVID hit, so it had another delay in its opening. Till only opened now at the very end of 2024. So its first big year will be 2025 when it officially opens. You'd have no accessibility issues, as you're absolutely fine for wheelchair use. So these side bits here are all still empty. So there's like 17 labs associated with the museum where they're working on all the bits. It's going to be the first time Tutankhamun's relics and bits and pieces are all together in one display. Tutankhamun was the one that was found by the British about 200 odd years ago, and this will be the first time it's all put together in the one place. So I'll be going to the Valley of the Kings to see Tutankhamun's tomb, and interestingly, Tutankhamun was only in power for about, I think, 9 years, so in terms of actual pharaohs, quite insignificant when compared to the rest. So I've got a bit of a surprise for you here. So the whole thing was built to point in the direction of the Great Pyramids, and I haven't actually been to the pyramids yet. They're probably on the books for tomorrow, nice and early. But this is my incredible first look at them. You can see them both from here. That's impressive. It's a fantastic idea. So it starts with the prehistoric at the beginning, then the Middle Kingdom as you go higher, New Kingdom as you get almost to the top, and the third intermediate period at the top of that. Now we're getting into the more what you'd expect from a museum, which, to be honest, I didn't think this part was open at this stage. Like I said, there is still big gaps where stuff isn't opened, but this is all a bit of a road test for them. Well, that's fantastic. They've done such a good job with this. So one of the things I've learned the most since being here is that you always think that, like, these statues you see were all pharaohs and stuff, but so many of these are actually people in the administration, priests, generals, wealthy people. It's just, yeah, I definitely didn't know that every man and his dog had their statues done, if they were rich, if they were in favour of the king or the pharaoh himself. That's where a lot of these artifacts come from. They're obviously buried with or close to the king. So wherever the king, the pharaoh, sorry, was buried, he'd have all these officials try and be buried somewhere close to him. See, they've got interactive displays there, which make it exciting, especially if you've got kids and stuff. That'd be a big attraction. Can't go showing you everything because you won't want to come here if you've seen it all. So I'll have a look myself in this area and we move on. There is just so much to see here. Definitely worth multiple visits. Thanks to everyone who's made it to the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more content like this, please like or subscribe. It helps this channel immensely, and I'll see you on the next video. Crossing the road is hectic here, so that was quite an experience.